Hello there, everyone. Thank you for coming on to week 8 of our TLS Feel Great Innate. Finally, this is the last week that we've spent together. Even though, this 8th week is actually the final week of this Feel Great Innate program. Obviously, our journey of weight management or wellness is an ongoing relationship. As your coach, I'm always here for you. So after this particular week, this session of assessing your results, if you want to continue on with establishing your Find Your Fit, and if you still want to continue with losing weight and getting more results, obviously we can continue with that. But today I'd like to address any concerns that we may have and introduce different things to you, especially as this is the last week. I would like for you to send me your after photos. As week 1, I encourage you to send me your before photos. So within these 8 weeks, I'm sure that you would have had great results as a result of learning this education. So let's get started with a recap of what we've learned throughout the last 7 sessions. So with TLS, we have 4 components that are extremely important for us to be able to get right in order to achieve good results. Number 1 is low glycemic eating. Now, nutrition education and healthy food choices with a focus on the glycemic index and what glycemic load is and how both of those impact health, metabolism, lean muscle mass, and fat storage. Now, as you have been through the last 7 sessions, this has been addressed many times. So by now, I'm pretty sure that you understand how it works. If not, then you can always go back to the early sessions where we have a lot of information about that. And the second component of a successful TLS weight management is behavior modification, which focuses on positive thought pattern and stress management, including what is required physically and mentally to change habits and develop new ones that will last a lifetime. So as we mentioned that, mindset is just as important, if not more, than the mere understanding of food and exercise. And so that's why we talk a lot about things like, changing your behavior, how do you manage your stress and believing in yourself, etc. So, changing your habit and also developing new ones is extremely important. So I hope by now, because we've been through 8 weeks, your habits have been, gradually changed, and obviously it may mean that you continue to be still changing it and modify your behavior as you need to. And that's why I'm here as your coach if you need more support in this area, because mindset is typically the most challenging, if not more challenging than the other components. And number 3 is body composition. Now, body composition focuses on exercise and the importance of losing weight from fat storage, not from muscle mass or water, because we talk about muscle dictates metabolism. So in order to have good muscle mass, you will need to lose weight not from muscle but fat, the fat storage in our body. So we talked about that, in the component in the session about exercise and metabolism as well. And number 4 is education. Now, education, basically these last 8 weeks have been a piece of education in the 4 pillars, and that actually help you to jumpstart your success. Obviously, clean start with the 7-day detox, which talks about the detoxing with the first phase of the 21-day. And we always encourage you to not only just do it once, but regularly, whether it's once a year or every 6 months, depending on how your environment is. At least we say, once every 6 to 12 months, you need to do a detox, because that will actually help you with cleansing your body, and so that it's sort of become a clean slate for you to be having well-being physically and weight management as well. So education means that you have the knowledge, and knowledge is power. And if you apply what you learn, then lifelong success of your wellness and weight management is something that is to be expected. And you can improve your metabolism. You have learned how to read labels, the importance of exercise, how to plan, and the importance of what to look for when dining out, nutrition, creating healthy habits, believing in yourself, overcoming obstacles, and managing stress. So these are the 4 different things that you've gone through in the last 7 sessions in order to help you assess your results. And I hope by now, as you look at these 4 components and maybe do a little bit of reality check and see how well you've been able to implement all of this. And obviously, no one can say, well, I've got all these 100% down pat. Even for me as a TLS coach and trainer, I sometimes follow the wagon as well. But as we mentioned in week 1, where if we do follow the wagon, don't be hard on yourself, come back on a horse, and you're able to always, focus on these components to get back into a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so low glycemic impact eating is about eating right, not eating less. Body composition is focused on fat loss instead of weight loss. Science-based supplementation is working with your body to enhance weight loss. And a lot of you have already told me that you've experienced how great the supplementation which is an accelerator really to work with your body to enhance weight loss. And not only weight loss, but total wellness as well, in terms of giving you energy, helping you to have more vitality, and, giving life to your years, not just years to your life. And as we shared with you about a flagship product, the OPC3 is something that can help you live better, longer as well. And also the education component, as we've shared, is helping you to be aware and change your unhealthy behaviors. So remember these 4 components, and you'll be able to have a lifelong success in your continuous education as well as lifestyle change. Okay, so remember, your life is a journey, not just a destination. So as you review in your progress, you need to actually work at measuring, monitoring, and adjusting. So as we continue doing life, in living healthily, we need to, measure, monitor, and adjust. So moving on and reflect on areas to improve and commit to. So say, for example, when you look back in the last 7 sessions, there were things that you have done well. There may have been things that you may not have done that well. Reflect on those areas and to improve it. And then as I have time and time again continuously shared, that it's so important to regularly journal. Even after these 8 weeks, I would encourage you to journal regularly so that you can actually see from your journal how you've been going. Or you can use an online app to help you see your progress. And exercise often, depending on where you're at, whether you're still doing fresh strata, rapid results, continued commitment, or sure and steady, you need to do exercise. Exercise is something that we all need to do, whether you're already achieved your ideal weight or you still have some kilos or pounds to lose. And it's also important to eat protein and fiber at every meal. And we always have this saying, eat protein and fiber at every meal makes losing weight and healthy eating no big deal. And even including your snacks, you need to have protein and fiber. And another very important thing is drink enough water, minimum 8 glasses or 2 liters a day. And based on your profile, as when you first started, you would have, the weight management profile in order to find out, what is the best supplements for you to accelerate your success in terms of your weight management. Continue with it. And I'm here to help you continue, finding the best combination of supplements and accelerators for you. And also progress and changes, both your body and your mind that you have made when you look back, as you assess your result, whether it's energy level, your stress level, your quality of sleep, and feelings about yourself. So as you actually write in your journal, think about these things and how you've changed throughout the last 7 sessions, and also the progress that you have made. Finally, the 80-20 rule. So as you follow the TLS way 80% of the time, then the other 20%, you can still eat things that perhaps you like, that may not be sort of the TLS way. But for those of you who still have a lot to lose, then we basically encourage you to not, have as much, fatty food or carbs and things that might not be healthy for you, right? So, because TLS is a lifestyle and you're worth it. And it's so important as you go through all of this and see whether your result is matching your goal, then you may say, yes, spot on, I've actually reached my goals in these last 8 weeks. And if that's the case, I congratulate you. Well done, good job, and I'm very proud of you. And I will continue to support you, not only just these 8 weeks as I mentioned, but for those of you who may have gone through these last 7 weeks and said to me or yourself that, oh, I have not reached my weight loss or fat loss goal, or in the 10-liter scale, your body fat percentage or your metabolic age and your muscle mass, etc., it could mean that out of those 4 pillars, you have neglected or you have not actually done, one part of it well. What that means is when you go back and, monitor it, and then you can adjust it, and you can do another 8 weeks, and you've already got all of my videos here with this YouTube link with the videos you can watch anytime and go back to it. And also you've got the health guide and the journal. And for those of you who perhaps haven't purchased the health guide and journal, I highly recommend that you do. You can go onto my tlscoach.info to order it, because that journal, as I've mentioned, so many people have used it, and that will help you actually regularly monitor how you're doing. So many people, in all over the world, it has been shown, the statistics, that more than 40% of people who've used the journal have achieved success than those that don't use the journal. Because if you don't use the journal, that means you're actually going through the motion. You may not even know, okay, well, I haven't done exercise for a while, or I haven't been eating enough protein or fiber, or I haven't actually been taking supplementation. Because if you don't follow these things, and the quality of sleep, and how many glasses of water, and how do I feel, and my mindset, and behavior modification, then it's very likely then that your results will not match your original goals. So that's why I would highly recommend the journal and the coaching as well. So basically, this is what I have for you. But in terms of the TLS next steps, I would continue to, have different videos available free for you guys. And you can, obviously come onto my TLS coach, .info website, as well as my YouTube video. So it's like youtube.com/KittyChanTLS, and I will have different videos there. But I highly recommend, because you've actually finished this TLS Feel Great Innate program, is to find the next best custom plan based on your weight management profile. If you go onto my website, you can do that profile, and it will send an email back to me. Then I can work with you about your lifestyle, your diet, your activity levels, your goals and behavior. So whether you have already reached your goal, that means you can just go on to the continued commitment, plan, a menu plan or exercise plan, or you can go back to the 7-day detox, because, after 8 weeks, perhaps, another 3 or 4 weeks, you can go on to the 7-day detox, because the detox will help you to restart and reshape, your body to have a clean slate. So this weight management profile is available, and I can, send it to you, or you can go onto my website to do it and get back to me, and we can work out your next step for you. And as a summary with the options, you have the 7-day cleanse, which is the detox, where you will be basically having the fruit and vegetable cleanse, and then the fat shredder. You can lose anywhere between 4 to 6 kilos in 2 weeks. It's a 2-week program. The rapid results, you can lose around 1 to 1.5 kilos per week, and that's pretty quick, and you can actually, do that for up to 6 weeks. And then the sure and steady program, you can lose anywhere between 0.5 to 1 kilos average, and then, this is also about 6 weeks. Continued commitment, obviously, it's something that is a guide for everyone that has already achieved your ideal target weight and continue to live healthily through the eating of low GI food and exercise and supplementation and behavior modification, etc. So basically, that's it. If you have any question, you know where to find me. The TLS next steps means that you're not just stopping here, because transition lifestyle system, you may have gone through a transition to become a lot healthier, but it's actually a lifestyle, which means it's not just a one-off program, it's a lifestyle. You will be basically continually doing the things that you need to be doing according to what you've learned throughout these last 8 weeks, and you'll be able to be healthy, ongoing, and it's sustainable weight control, and not just a yo-yo dieting as we shared about in the beginning. So thank you everyone for being part of this Feel Great and Look Great Innate. And if you need further help, contact me, and I look forward to continue our friendship and our coaching relationship if you need me. So thank you for everyone that you have enriched my life, for being able to support you in this endeavor of weight management as well as total wellness. Take care. Bye-bye.